Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. Today we delve into an exciting topic: why some babies may appear weaker in their mother's womb. I'm here to guide you through this fascinating journey of fetal development. But before getting started, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to subscribe so that you can always keep following our videos on health and well-being. So here we start today's video. Let's get started. First talk about the slow fetal growth. What is it? During pregnancy, a baby's growth is a marvel to behold, but sometimes things don't progress as expected. Imagine a teeny seedling that doesn't sprout into a robust plant. That's what happens in cases of scientifically known as intrauterine growth restriction. In simple terms, it means the baby isn't growing at the usual pace within the womb. Now talk about the two types of IUGR: symmetrical and asymmetrical. Symmetrical occurs when the baby's body and internal organs are proportionate but smaller than other fetuses of the same gestational age. It accounts for about 25% of slow fetal growth cases. And on the other hand, asymmetrical IUGR presents with a normal sized head but a smaller body. Imagine a little head peeking out from a snug cocoon. Now talk about the causes of slow fetal growth. Let's explore some reasons behind this phenomena. First is poor lifestyle habits. The mother's lifestyle plays a significant role. Smoking, inadequate nutrition, and oxygen deficiency can hinder the baby's growth. And another is preeclampsia, which is a condition characterized by high blood pressure during pregnancy, affecting blood flow to the placenta. And another one is infections, because certain infections can impact fetal development. Next is multiple pregnancies. Twins or more than shared resources affecting individual growth. Next one is placental insufficiency. When the placenta doesn't function optimally, the baby receives fewer nutrients and oxygen. Next is chromosomal abnormalities. Genetic factors can influence growth patterns. Next is low amniotic fluid levels, because insufficient amniotic fluid affects the baby's environment. And next is umbilical cord abnormalities, such as issues with the lifeline connecting baby and the mother. Now talk about the detecting slow fetal growth. Your doctor may notice signs like the mother not gaining enough weight, a smaller than expected uterus, or lower amniotic fluid levels. Ultrasound scans provide valuable insights. Now talk about the impact of slow fetal growth. Babies affected by IUGR often have low birth weight, so it's crucial to identify and address slow fetal growth early. So, as we marvel at the miracle of life, remember that understanding fetal growth helps us nurture healthier beginnings. Until next time, stay curious and informed. Remember, knowledge empowers us to care better. So if you found this video informative, hit the like button and subscribe for more enlightening content. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.